How you doing? We're here with Ginger and the Desert Creations. Guess what I'm gonna do today? Beatles fans may want to cover their eyes because I got a commission and I'm gonna repaint Abbey Road. So let's go paint! Alright, whether it needed it or not, Abbey Road's getting a paint job. You want to see how we got in this mess? Stay tuned till after the fade and I'll talk you through the colors and how we put them down. But for now, we are just gonna jump right into swiping this sucker. Got my trusty Amsterdam white swipe color, my fantastic custom cut sawtooth edge silicone swipe tool, a brand new shop rag to clean up, and let it get going. Right here, all the way up to the edge, pull out and let the magic happen. Trying to get some overlap, pulling that color out into the rest of it as it goes along those little dollops. Going for fairly straight lines, but maybe not succeeding all that well. You can see how it develops as it goes along. Let's advance it here so that we don't get too far ahead of ourselves in terms of seeing how things develop. Check out that turquoise. That is the excitingness that we live for. Aqua green is picking up nicely. We got some nice lacing developing in here. I'm trying to just dip it so that the very sawtooth edge has paint on it and then pull it out. Fairly straight line. That is not what I was really going for there, though. I got the angle wrong. Okay, now we got a lot of aqua green right there. Fantastic. And pull out. Just like that. As always, if you do this technique, be careful with your swipe tool because you can pull these little sawtooth edges off and then you don't get your lovely little pattern as easily. I think that's yellow. It's already looking goldy. Although I can't be entirely too sure. Dip that edge. Pull straight out. Lovely purple. Here to there. Whoop! That's not exactly what I was going for. Got a little distracted. I was staring other places. So let's pull out to there. I kind of like these little reliefs that come up here. It makes it look like there's a break between petals in this flower sort of motif. The little stripes from the swipe tool, I think, help that effect as well. Turning again. There. Dip. Push. Pull. Drag. Maybe swear. Try that again. Well, I can kind of leave that. I just move over a little bit. Move over a little bit, come this way. There. Does that look like it fits or is it going to stand out? It's going to stand out, isn't it? You don't want it to stand out. Alright. Is that any better? Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I love when the turquoise and the white play together. It's fantastic. There's this lovely turquoise cell right there in the middle of the purple. Push there, pull this way. Time to advance again. Push in, pull out. Nice, nice, nice. Lovely soft colors. Ooh. Don't go dripping it on the stuff you already painted. Well, that would be bad. Let's advance a little more, shall we? Right there. I think the gap between there is a little bit too big. So we'll just swipe it off. Come this way. Right there. Do I need to swipe over this spot again or not? I don't want to disrupt this lacing. That little bit looks weird to me though. I don't want it to drag the eye too much. I'd rather disrupt this way than disrupt too much with that lacing. That pulled up a lot of that paint though. Ugh. Okay. That blends it a little better. I cannot wait to see how it dries. Alright, here we are. Some impressive lacing. That central sticker is going to stick out like crazy, and that's half the point. I feel impressed with how little black is showing. There's a little bit right here and there, but not enough to really be upset about, to say, oh, there's black in that. Yes, there is, but there's not much. Just enough to lend its magic, but not enough to really take over. And I'm just gonna talk and wander. I get distracted. Oh yes I do. I love the turquoise. The turquoise, oh the turquoise. And the lacing, I have a feeling that is going to be amazing right there. That lacing on the pearl color, I don't even know what color it is. And that right there, we've got lovely, lovely lacing to get very, very excited about. Oh yes. Stay tuned for the result. We got death of 1,000 cuts here. Kind of everything just went wrong with this, and it's just a little bit wrong. Just enough that I can't stand letting it go, since this is a commission. Let's take a look, and I'll walk you through what's going on. Now, I don't think I like the addition of the, what was it, a violet? Violet. That purple, kind of not into it. That in and of itself would be fine, I guess. I would let it go, but there are other problems. Now, there's a lot of beautiful stuff going on here. I really love, do you see this bit of like blue and green, and there's multiple colors. There's like 3 or 4 colors going on in there, in that iridescent paint color stuff. That is wonderful, and I definitely want to see if I can make more of that happen. We got wonderful lacing, all kinds of great stuff going on. Give you the full effect of the color from over here. Oh my goodness, that is bright and beautiful. Now let's talk about the problems. Alright, you see near the center here, that wibbly, is because my drying racks are not absolutely perfectly level. And that fact doesn't show up unless you have something as light as this project sitting on there. Then it tends to make it show that it slopes one way over the other. And that is where the paint collected. This here, you see that spot where it's been touched? It got a smudge, and I was trying to fix it because the paint is still partially wet and moldable, and it did not cooperate. So that's 2 strikes, but also if you see below it, I was cutting the hub off. I knew the paint was still wet, and I was being very careful. I was cutting the hub off, but I guess I didn't cut it as completely as I thought I did, or the undercoat, the clear gesso undercoat, was still intact. And so it pulled the upper layer of paint off and has left this huge old craggy chasm, which I just cannot stand. I tried a little bit to repair it. That's why you can see that it's kind of chewed up and pushed down a little bit. That was not working, but you know, it was worth it, an attempt, a careful attempt. So there's so much wrong with this thing. Abbey Road is going to have to be repainted. I am very happy that I was able to conceal the black in this as much as I did. I don't mind that it showed up where it did. It is so slight that it doesn't distract. I am going to get rid of the purple. Maybe go a little bit lighter on the aqua. There is also a little lump of gold right there, which I was absolutely ready to ignore. But there's so much going on that just, it's like 5 strikes and you're out. You know, I can't do that for a commission. So this is definitely going to be redone. Even though I love so much about it, it just doesn't pass muster. So there it is. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday, hopefully with better luck. Bye-bye. We are going to use all of the Amsterdam Pearl paints, violet, blue, green, red, white, and yellow. I do keep coming back to using the white, even though I tell you I don't like it that much. It turned out really well in the last one, and I think it deserves a place in this one too. I must concede. I also have some custom mix, red and yellow, green and yellow, red and violet, and red, yellow, and violet. You're also using a base coat of Liquitex Basics Light Blue Violet, Amsterdam Turquoise, Artist Loft Aqua Green, and Amsterdam Ultramarine Violet. I am going to try to use little dribs and drabs of these colors in order to give a little bit of visual interest on the top of the pour, because this stuff gives great visual interest, but it needs to be lit just right. I am also going to use just a little bit, very strategically poured, Amsterdam Oxide Black. And then, of course, our swipe color is the Amsterdam Titanium Wait base coat. Which one's fuller? Let's start with the one that's not full. Now I am going to put in little strips of the black. I'm not going all the way to the center, just kind of this far. Cover these with the pearl paints, and it helps them show up a little bit better. And it's still, hopefully, if I only put them partway through the pour instead of all the way to the center, like I did last time, that there won't be too much black in this piece, because I'm really not looking to have black be present. I don't want to have black streaks in my white when I swipe. That is the goal. But it will help the pearl colors show up. There'll be places where it won't, and that will give variety. Now I'm starting the top with some violet. I do kind of favor the violet because the Abbey Road label has a big green apple on it, and the violet will go well with that green. Trying to make sure I'm covering those up. Going to put in a bit of this white. I'm going to add some blue. Yellow next to that white. Yellow up across here. Not too big of strips. Yellow between the violet and the blue. Right there. Green, green, green. Okay. Green here. I've lost track of where things are. Some red across that strip. Some red across this strip. Right here at the top. Tell me I didn't just do red, white, and blue. I try so hard not to do red, white, and blue, but I can't see. I am going to pop in a little bit more white right there. Right there. Okay, the orangey one. The orangey one. These custom mixers are a little bit thicker than the other ones. That's interesting. Let's put the orangey down here too. Pop some of our yellow green here. Maybe over here. Down here. Red violet. Right up along there. Right in here, cover up that black better. Right there, cover up that black better. It's red, yellow, violet, so that's an orangey red. Okay, red and violet right here. Cover up that black. Right here. Cover up that black. And then I just want to do the smallest hints of extra color. If I can very gently just put in little dots that will pick up here and there. Add a little bit of color variety, but not detract too much from the majesty of the pearls. Just a sip. And then just the tiniest bit of this ultramarine violet. Right there. Right there. And everywhere. Just to give the tiniest hint of color variety. Now, do I want to add any more of our light blue violet? It will show up a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Quite a bit of reaction there. That aqua green is sinking. Okay. And that makes me need one over here, doesn't it? Make it feel balanced before we let the chaos set in. I'm good with that. Alright, well, that's how we got in this mess. If you've stuck with me this far, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.